My name is Jordan Whitmarsh. I'm a native of Jacksonville, and I work for a nonprofit called Young Lives, which is a ministry for teen parents. So I went to Fletcher, grew up at the beach, grew up, no sex before marriage. That's awful, don't do that. Very judgmental. If you have sex before marriage, you're going to hell. There was no grace. I started dating a boy my junior year of high school, and he was kind of popular, and I was more of your nerdy church girl. And so I met this boy, didn't really have a good background of what really sex before marriage really meant. And so when I was 16, I decided that I would have sex. And my boyfriend broke up with me a week later. And I was devastated, all kinds of emotions. I felt like I betrayed Jesus and betrayed my own self. And so we got back together a month later, and then I found out I was pregnant the summer before my senior year of high school. As I was pregnant, I was really shameful, and I didn't go out. I didn't go out a lot in public. I was kicked out of youth group. It was just a very shameful time. I had my son my senior year of high school, and that really changed everything about life for me. I wasn't just a normal teenager anymore. I was a parent and considered an adult, even though I hadn't even graduated high school when I had him. My boyfriend and I ended up breaking up. We didn't stay together. And so I ended up being a single mom for the majority of my son Logan's life. We all make choices, and we can choose, what we want to do. And I feel like it's a huge choice to take sex into your own hands. What I know now that I'm older is that sex is a good thing if you're married. And so sex outside of marriage just comes with a lot of stuff and can be very damaging to your personality, to who you are, your identity. You begin to believe the lies of the enemy, and that you're not good enough, or that you're a hoe, or that you're just like every other girl who's having sex. And then you become defined by those words. And so I think a lot of my teenage years, I felt like I was defined by those words. So I work with a ministry that works with teen parents, and so it's all girls and some of the dads who have chosen to have sex outside of a marriage, and they are in high school raising kids. Teen moms all over the city of Jacksonville get to come to a thing we call Club, and it's like youth group and fun and exciting, and they get to bring their babies, and it's a place where they can feel safe and loved. And so everyone who's involved in the program is a teen mom, either pregnant or has a baby, and so they can relate to one another, but they also get to hear the good news about Jesus, and that they are loved, and that just because their act of having sex, their act of sin is showing, doesn't mean that they are unlovable. And so we just step into their lives and love them for who they are. And I always thought my story about being a teen mom was shameful, and there's a lot of hurt there, and really how God has used my story for redemption and used it for good, when I thought being a teen mom was going to be this horrible thing and I would never be able to use it for good. And the Lord just really has stepped in and turned it around.